Squirtle, squirrel, 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 squirrel.
Welcome back to Squelch, the video game book club. I'm Dano.
I'm Matt at Arms.
And I'm Storm Rage, and we're here to remind everyone that Dragon Age Origins is a game, and that games are supposed to be fun. This week we are going to Lothering, we are doing our very first camp, and we will be completing the entirety of the Circle Tower storyline. Next week we're going to Redcliffe Village, Redcliffe Castle, and playing through the side quests in Redcliffe Village. We are also doing the Mage Tower, and going to the Caravan and Battlefield on the main map. We're not going to play any side quests that require us to go to Denerim, Brasilian, or Orzramar. But you know what? If you want to, I'm not your dad. You do whatever you want.
We just haven't got there yet in the story, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to go there yet for some of them.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get there when we get there. Like, yeah, I'm not your parent. Do whatever you want. Mage Tower side quest. So we go back to where we are talking about today, and then there are some side quests to finish up there if you want to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, they're good. They're fun. They're nothing like earth-shattering. The Mage Tower ones are a little bit more interesting. Some are like the Redcliffe Village, and those are kind of just like, they're fine. So, yeah. All right. So, there are 3 DLCs included in the main game of Dragon Age Origins: the Stone Prisoner, Warden's Keep, and Return to Ostagar. We are not planning to include those in the scheduled playthrough, but we will be playing through them individually if we have time. I actually had time to play through the Stone Prisoner this week, so we're going to be talking about that during lore, and we'll be doing the other ones as well that way. Though I might try to convince them to play through Warden's Keep at least, because I think that's a really, really fun one and has a really interesting story. And maybe Return to Ostagar as well, because there's some sweet loots there, but we'll have to talk about that.
Ooh.
There are 5 other DLC that are not included in the main game. Like, they're not like on the main map. You have to go out to the main menu of the actual game and then like click through it other way. These are A Tale of Orzamar, The Darkspawn Chronicles, Liliana's Song, The Golems of Amgarak, and Witch Hunt. The Darkspawn Chronicles are super fun. That is the end game of Dragon Age Origins, but played as if you were a Darkspawn.
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
Super cool. So, yeah, so instead of like going and fighting the Darkspawn, you actually are a Darkspawn that has to go and fight the party, and like the party are bosses that you have to take out as you like take over Ferelden. It's very cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So super neat little idea. Some of these are kind of ding-dang buggy, so we might not play them. Some of them aren't even available on the Steam version of the game, so we either ignore them or talk about them in lore. Try to play them on our own time maybe as well. I really want to play Liliana's Song because she's my favorite character in the game, but we'll have to see about that. Finally, there is Dragon Age Origins Awakening. This is a full-fledged expansion for the game, and apparently bridges Dragon Age Origins to Dragon Age 2. We haven't made a call on this yet, but I want to play it, so hopefully we do. I've not played it yet, so it'd be like brand spanking new for me. But
You never played Dragon Age 2?
I have played Dragon Age 2. I have not played Dragon Age Origins Awakening, which is the expansion for Dragon Age Origins. Yeah. So I went right from the main game of Dragon. So I played through the 3 DLC that are on the main game on the main map. I played through those and then finished the main story and went right to Dragon Age 2. So I didn't play any of like the DLC that aren't included in the main game, and I didn't play the expansion. So, but maybe we will here. I kind of want to play the expansion, but we'll figure it out as we get there.
Thanks. I am pretty incredible.
Thank.
Thank you very much, patrons and Twitch subs. We're back on Twitch. If you want to throw us a prime or a non-prime, super cool. If you want to subscribe to our Patreon over at patreon.com/squelch, also very, very cool. You get some fun stuff, like you get our After Dork. If you have $5 or more a month, you get the podcast a couple days early. So yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be awesome. If not, no big deal. We appreciate you anyways. This week, we have an After Dork planned. We are going to talk about the game ranking rubric that we put together and also talk through how it works and if it changed any of our rankings. Spoilers, yes and no. So if you're a patron, you could hear about that.
Mm-hmm.
And we found some bugs just before the podcast.
Yeah, I'm bad at
We
math,
did.
apparently. Apparently, I'm bad at math. It can't add up to 100, but we fixed the glitch.
I mean,
Fixed the
it
glitch.
is pretty hard counting to 100.
It's just
sometimes.
highlighting cells. All I had to do was highlight cells and see if they added to 100. Oops. I'm not.
Hey, you got 95% of the way there.
I
Yeah,
did
that's
get
good enough.
95% of the way there. We're gonna move on to lore now.
This one's a real page turner.
All right, here we go, Storm Rage. What did we do last week what did we do last week in 74 seconds or less?
Has my time started?
Yes, it has.
My time is now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've wasted so much time.
You
So
have
time
wasted
is,
so much
time. is
time.
going.
It's going so
How
fast.
much time is left?
You have 1 minute and 3 seconds left.
Fantastic. So we played through the entirety of the origin stories, and all of which almost ended up in either, oops, you can either go to prison, die, or join the Grey Wardens. We made the very brave decision to join the Grey Wardens to fight against the Darkspawn that are threatening the entire world. We did some fetch quest, found some old treaties. We attended a war council where the king seemed pretty cool. Our boss of the Grey Wardens and the queen and the king were told to hold the line while we waited for Terran Logain to provide additional support. We were sent on a very easy quest to light a beacon to signal to Logain that we needed his aid. Turns out, not so easy, but we did it because we are cool. Then everyone died, except for Terran Logain, because Terran Logain betrayed the king, and the king, his army, and the Grey Wardens, and us and our best friend Alistair all died. Game over, and now we're on to Dragon Age Awakening.
14 seconds to spare. Nice work.
Yep.
Right?
Very, very impressed. Very, very impressed. All right, so we have a friend. His name is Alistair. Let's talk about him. Alistair is a human warrior Templar. He is a Grey Warden and our new friend. He is sad because Duncan died.
You know what? Me too, man. Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd much rather have Duncan than this guy.
I mean, you're not wrong. Duncan's kind of great.
Yeah. But we can't have good things.
We can't
No,
have
in the
good
Dragon
things
Age world.
indeed.
No, you can't. It's not allowed.
Yeah, Alistair, I believe, is in all 3 games. At least 3 games. I'm not sure about the 4th game. He's just in a little bit of 2, and I think he's in a little bit of 3 as well. I could be wrong. So, I played through the Stone Prisoner DLC, so we'll talk about that right now. It is super short, and you get a new friend at the end. It literally took me 54 minutes to play through this. So, like, I'm not even kidding when I say, like, if you're just trying to, like, kill some time before dinner. And I was taking my time. Like, I was, like, running around town and making sure I didn't miss anything. So if you actually, like, move through it with a quickness, you could get through this in 45 minutes, easy peasy. So,
now,
yeah.
the friend that you get, is this a tank that could replace Alistair for me?
It is a tank that could replace Alistair for you.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm very interested in this. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Now, like, if you're playing on anything like more difficult than normal, you won't be as good as Alistair. But if you're
That's
playing on
fine.
normal, perfectly
No,
good
that's
tank
fine.
and actually pretty interesting and pretty cool character. So, yeah, I actually cannot wait for you to kind of meet the personality, because the personality is really, really ridiculous.
Good.
Perfect.
All right, so this DLC begins when the Warden travels to Schuler's Pass. There, they find a merchant whose donkey ran away. Literally, the donkey just ran away, and the merchant's like, my donkey ran away. Like, what do you want me to do about it, bud? Go find your own donkey.
But my donkey ran away.
This scene ends with the merchant going, I guess I'll go find my donkey now. So he has something called a control rod that he wants to literally give away to you. Like, he's like, don't give me money, just take this thing. He says it is bad luck. He says the control rod will let you control a golem, and that the original owner's wife sold it because it killed her husband. Oh, fun. Perfect. The warden travels to Honlith, this is a village, where the golem is supposedly just sitting out there in the town square. When they arrive, the town is being attacked by Darkspawn. The warden and party kill the Darkspawn and try to use the control rod, but the command phrase, that the merchant gave us doesn't work. The warden goes into the basement of the original owner's home to try and find the right command phrase and discovers all the townsfolk hiding behind a barrier from some darkspawn. A magical barrier. Very cool. Once the darkspawn are taken care of, the barrier comes down, and one of the townsfolk says his daughter ran further into the basement. Things get sketchy now because we learn that the original owner of the golem was a mage, and that mage was messing with demons. The warden has to fight through a mess of demons before coming across a little girl and her kitty. The kitty starts to talk to the warden. That's not normal. It's a demon. And if the warden doesn't handle this situation correctly, the little girl gets possessed by the demon and attacks the party. Once the kitty is dealt with, and maybe the warden saved the little girl, or maybe not, depending how you talk to that demon, the son of the mage tells the warden the true command phrase. To the surprise of both the warden and the newly awakened golem, the command rod is broken. That means the golem is free to do whatever it wants. It doesn't have anything better to do, so it introduces itself as Shale and tags along with the warden to go fight some darkspawn. Welcome to the party, Shale.
I love how many people sign up with the warden because they're like, I'm pretty bored.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I like also
You
the fact
sure?
that
You
Yeah,
sure you don't have anything better to do? Because I'm going to
No.
put you in a life or death situation repeatedly.
nah.
Shale
good.
at least kind of has a reason behind it. So Shale's like, yeah, all I remember is this village, and I've been like staring at these villagers for 30 years, and I don't like any of them. I don't want to stay here. I don't know where else to go. And so it's like, you're like, you can come with me. And he's like, cool, let's do that.
I mean, I like the fact that we can replace Alistar with a rock person and have an improvement.
The personality, it's definitely, I'm actually not gonna spoil it because I want you
Is it Marvin the paranoid android, or the Marvin the android from like Hitchhiker's Guide? Please tell me it's like that. The Marvin
all
the
depressed and sad.
android? Yes, please.
So no, not like that specifically, but your mind is going the right way. So
Sick.
yeah, so no, I see what you're thinking, and the way your mind is going is correct, but just the wrong personality trait. But very similar, like that's a really good call. It might have been part of like the inspiration for the character actually, because that's a really good call. Let's get to the recap.
Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
Thanks, Duncan. R.I.P., my friend. Turns out the game didn't end last week when the Darkspawn killed us. Well, it just so happens that our friends here were mostly dead, and there is a big difference between dead and all dead and mostly dead. In fact, they were saved by Flemeth and brought back to her hut. Thanks, Flemeth. They being us and Alistair. Seems like you could have saved Duncan? Could have saved Duncan, maybe? Instead of Alistair? No? Okay, just Alistair. All right.
What about Ricky the mage, the red shirt mage that died? Can you save him?
Yeah, it seems like not. It seems like it's just Alistair and you. While recovering, the warden comes up with a brilliant idea that is admittedly heavily insinuated by multiple other people before the warden finally comes up with it, of using the treaties that Duncan had us pick up to force the powers of Ferelden into providing the armies the warden and their friends need to save Ferelden. Exciting! Now we have a quest. 4 quests, actually, and they can be completed in any order. Here is the order we are going to complete them, along with a few detours and stops along the way. Quest number 1, the Broken Circle. The idea here is that we need to gather the mages of the circle for your army. The Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. Quest 2, the Arl of Redcliffe. Seek out Arl Eamon. Alistair thinks that you should seek out the help of Eamon Garin, the Arl of Redcliffe. Arl Eamon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Loghain's betrayal. Quest number 3, Nature of the Beast. Gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honor the old Grey Warden treaties. Go to the Dalish elves and seek their help to fight the Blight. And finally, Quest 4, a paragon of her kind. Gain Orzramar's aid in battling the Blight. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Orzramar to earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops for your army. Now the last 2 remaining Grey Wardens have a plan, it's time to head to Lothering to pick up some supplies. Before they can leave, though, Flemeth has a fantastic idea. She thinks it would be awesome for us to take her only daughter, Morrigan, along with us. Morrigan isn't sure about this. The Wardens aren't sure about this. Flemeth is really sure about this. Okay, our duo is now a trio, and off they go to Lothering. But wait! First, we need to watch a cutscene, and then we can finally be off to Lothering. The cutscene begins with Loghain addressing Ferelden nobility, and Loghain is taken over as the regent of Ferelden, grabbing power from the widow of King Caelan, who also happens to be his daughter. Cool dude. He is blaming the death of King Caelan on the Grey Wardens, going so far as placing a bounty on the head of any Grey Wardens. Credit to much of the nobility for not buying this, some because they think this is just the dumbest story they've ever heard, and others because they don't think a commoner like Loghain should be on the throne, which is a classic example of being on the right side of history for the very wrong reasons. The meeting ends with nobles walking out on the meeting, and some of them discussing civil war. Perfect timing, no notes. How did we feel about this cutscene and the addition of Morrigan and the kind of deus ex of being saved by Flemeth?
Thought like being saved by Flemeth was pretty lame, but like it kind of tracks right because like Flemeth and Morgan are both shapeshifters. So like maybe Flemeth was like, I can only save those at the top of the tower because I can get to them. I can't get to those on the battlefield, so I saved who I could. I could see that. I mean, if I wanted to, like, really headcanon my way around, like, how that happened, sure. Okay, fine. I do love that she's like, it's time to go. It's time to leave home, Morgan. You don't live in my house anymore. That's kind of fun. I do kind of enjoy that thought. And the cutscene I think is so funny because like Loghain is up there and just like he's given his speech about how he's going to defend Ferelden from the Darkspawn and defend Ferelden from the Orlesians. And the nobles are like, dude, you totally killed Caelan. Like this excuse you're giving is really bad. And I think maybe you're really dumb. Like they didn't, not even for a second. And I appreciate that so much. There is like no leaning on like expecting the audience to be stupid for like the sake of moving your story forward. They're like, yeah, no, we get that was a bad excuse and everyone agrees it's a bad excuse. And there's immediate civil war. So now you get to deal with that as well, which I think is so much better than if they were like, yeah, and all the nobles totally bought his awful dumb story. And now you have to deal with all of Ferelden being against you. So I actually do like that. Like they call out his really terrible, stupid story.
Yeah.
Matt, how'd you feel?
It was good. Like it's just like it's very, magical, saved by plot because the fact that you and Alistair are saved. I mean, I get it. It's the plot. It's what happens. I'd like to get more of her, the Flemeth, and I'm pretty sure we'll see her further in the games, further in this game and further in other games. I'm assuming, you don't cast that voice actress.
Is it just because of Janeway? This is your call solely on it being
basically, yeah. You don't cast Kate Mulgrew for a bit part in a video game. I'm sorry, you don't.
Again, this is being on the right side of history for the wrong reasons, Matt.
Exactly. I'll take that at this point. And like, yeah. And then, this Loghain guy, he's just a bad guy for just being bad. He just wants. I haven't figured out his motivations yet, other than he just wants to be a jerk, right? That's it. He just wants to be he wants to do a power play that nobody gives a crap about,
so
or
that
nobody like.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, he's just doing a power play for like I guess his own reasons, and I'm assuming there's something we'll uncover as we come along, but.
He's kind of already talked about them, which is 100%. So he was like the king's number one, like bro friend during the rebellion against the Orlesians. And so he just hates the idea of the Orlesians, like having any sort of like say in anything. And so that's his whole motivation basically is You
Yeah,
just
but it's
can't
like the
see
whole,
beyond
like-
your allegiance and his rebellion 30 years ago.
Okay, so he's like living in the past and trying to recapture palace glory. Got it. All right. I mean,
He's
you can
trying
see
to make a certain grouping of people seem like an absolute villain, so that way
Yeah.
he can maintain power and control for himself. Which also does not relate to our current situation in any way, shape, or form.
I mean,
I
fair.
don't know
I mean,
why
true.
you'd ask.
No, not at all. I mean, I'm getting those vibes. Yes. So yeah, maybe that's why I'm struggling in this game. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. as we
Continuing
get there.
on,
Yes.
I will also just note that I really like the oops, you really are bringing Morgan. Morgan doesn't want to go. You sure about this? I guess
Yeah.
we're sure about this. I thought it was a very fun little dynamic.
Oh, it's just like, get out of my house. I just want my own house for like a day, for like a bit, please. Like, you know, that you know, you'll get there if you know, at some point. It's like, just
Our
get out of
three
my house.
companions skirt the edges of Ostagar as they leave the wilds. They hear something. Is that Darkspawn? Careful, they might be Darkspawn. It's not Darkspawn, it's Dog. Our best friend and a very good boy Dog survived and has come to thank us for saving him. He's going to join our party. Now there are 4. 4 is the magic number needed to save the world. Oh, also, there are Darkspawn. We should probably kill them with our new dog friend. It's great. On the way to Lothering, the 2 rookie Grey Wardens, an apostate mage whose mom kicked her out of a house and told her to go get a job, and a war dog are stopped in the road by a toll collector. These toll collectors sure seem sort of sketchy. Maybe they aren't actually toll collectors after all? What if our intrepid adventurers told them they don't want to pay the toll? Or are the toll collectors just going to attack? Okay. Everyone knows the easiest way to solve a problem is with violence. That the would-be toll collectors are all dead. Easy day. I would also note you can technically get past them without violence. I also got past them without violence. I don't know why Dano was so aggressive towards violence.
Right.
They've got pretty good loot, and folks in the town do complain about them. So, violence is the answer sometime. I snuck past them, or not snuck past them. I talked my way past them, and then I came back to kill them, because that's what it's right to do. Because they were stealing from other people,
They're
and
bandits.
that deserves consequences.
I gave them the chance to just walk off, and they were like, "No," and I was like, "Cool."
Oh no,
Violence
you know,
it is.
I mean, actually, no. That's right. I did in this one. I did say, you know, you can take that toll and stick it somewhere, and like you can also leave. And they're like, "Nah." I'm like, "All right, fine."
One way or another, there's probably some violence. The Warden
Yes.
and company finally make it to Lothering, and boy howdy is it a mess. Lothering is directly in the path of the Darkspawn army, and everyone is running. There are refugees everywhere, and the local government isn't doing anything to help. Good thing, there is a Grey Warden in town. Time to go help some people out. First, there are some giant spiders nearby. Gross. Next, second time, time to head to the tavern and have a drink. Nice, we're doing great work here. Oh no, some of Loghain's men are there to kill the wardens for their bounty. Better kill them too. Nice. A Chantry sister with a sword on her back is helping. What's that? She wants to join the crew because the Maker told her to join the Warden? So, God gave her a vision to join us? Cool God, but actually I do have some notes. Why not instead give us a vision of a betrayal earlier that could have saved a whole heck of a lot more lives? No? Anything?
No.
Alright.
No.
Either way, welcome to the team, Leliana. Hold on. Did someone say there are more bandits threatening the town? Well, the Wardens and company know how to handle that. Kill those bandits! The local chantry says that there are wolves and bears on the prowl. This might be a complicated situation since the influx of refugees are probably encroaching in on the land where these predators normally hunt. The crew needs to put a lot of thought into how they should deal with this ecological conundrum. Should they kill all the animals? Yep, that's it. Ecological problems be darned. We figured it out.
I mean,
On the
solved it.
way back to town, the warden sees a Canary, which is a race of northerners, in a cage. That's weird. Canary don't usually hang out in cages. We don't know where they hang out, but probably not cages, right? The Canary says he murdered some farmers, and that's why he's in a cage. He seems pretty chill about murdering almost a dozen folks. But he turned himself in, so he's probably a good dude. Wow, what a great opportunity to get a Canary warrior onto the team. Better go to the Chantry and threaten the princess with bodily harm if she doesn't free the Canary. You can also just ask nicely if you're not a monster, Dano.
Or if you,
could
have
just
the lady,
say please, and she does.
or if you have the what's her name, and she'll convince her
Yeah.
in your party.
But that's not the funny way to do it.
I mean,
You threaten the priestess. It's really, really funny. She's like, are you threatening? It's like, and Alistair and Leon are, wait, I don't think we should do this.
Yeah, I don't think you should do it either. I think you should just talk things out every now and then.
It's a lot talking out to get there. It's like very convoluted. Just threaten
It's
her.
not a lot. You say, can I please have the prisoner? She asks for a reason. You say, either lie, say to take him back home, or because you want to take him. And she goes, okay, here's the key.
No, no. If you said that, she goes, no, he's a murderer and I cannot allow him to go free.
That is not what happened in my playthrough.
It's like I'm a Grey Warden and I'm taking him. That's what happened. It's like she's like, okay.
I eventually did get there without threatening
Yeah.
her because Liliana gets mad. But
Did you choose to donate to the chantry?
No.
Because I did, and I
That might have
think
been
that
it.
made it easier.
Yeah.
Because I donated, and then I was like, please key? And she was like, okay, and then I got the key.
How did I end up getting there? I ended up getting there the long way around somehow, but it was like really complicated and took a couple of times going back to the quick save to get it right though. I was like, this is
And did you?
much work.
We kind of skipped over this earlier. No. I'll finish this thing, and then we'll get back to it. Well, the team has freed a murderer, killed some of the regent's men, threatened a princess,
Priestess.
Dano, and decimated the local wildlife. Job well done. Time to move on. Good luck to those refugees. I also will note that at the very end, as you're like on your way out, you run into a dwarf and his son. His son seems unique. And they go, thanks for saving us. We'll catch you later. Okay, I guess we'll catch you later. How did you guys feel about Lothering? Matt, what did you do? What'd you like? What tell me about your thoughts. Tell me about things. Matt, talk to me.
I like all the little quests in Lothering, like especially like this is how you make potions quests, and this is how you make poisons quests, and like stuff like that, like the little introductory stuff, like it's like, hey, or not potions, whatever they're called, the healing do-jobbers, right?
Salves?
Yeah, what are they called?
The salves,
Salve.
yeah, whatever. The
Salves,
thing,
right?
the red things that I press to heal my characters. That's what I make. I enjoyed those. It's like a little tutorial missions. I liked arguing. I liked threatening the merchant who was
Price gouging?
doing all the price gouging. Yeah, I liked threatening him until the point where he left, and well, nobody gets stuff now. Oh well. I'm sure that won't.
You can
come back
force
and
him
bite me
to
later.
like just sell stuff at a reasonable price.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
know.
know. You guys took such violent paths. There's so much that you could just like
I
talk
didn't-
to people.
this one
and
wasn't
be
me.
chill.
I just wanted
It's a
to
lot
see
of
what would
talking.
happen
I-
when you threatened. I didn't want to actually
Exactly.
stick with
Actually,
it.
that's where
Quick
that's
save
where I was at.
exists. Like, you
Yeah.
can explore
Did
all your
you-
options.
So when you go to the tavern and you find Loghain's men, they initiate a fight, and then Liliana will stop it and be like, "Please let them go."
No.
Did you let the guys go? Or see, I let him go because I can't.
No,
I don't want to
Li-
kill
no,
people if
Liliana-
I don't
no,
have
no.
to.
No, Liliana and mine like pretty much jumped right in and was like, "Yeah, let's go." It was
Yeah,
great.
but like at the end of the fight, if
where you
can choose
Oh,
to
yeah,
let him
oh,
go
yeah.
after.
Yeah, I think I let him. Oh yeah, I choose to let him go and like remember that tell your boss that we're still alive or something like that.
That is
threatened-
exactly what I did. Yeah. Okay.
or
okay.
something, whatever that option was. So I did that. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt me, which we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I just like the little stuff. I like dealing with the priestess. I didn't give her any money. I just said, "Hey, I'll take care of this dude if you want. He'll work for me. Is that cool?" And then she asked the new party member, and she's like, "Yeah, he seems cool." And then she gave me the key and left, and we were ready to go. So
Dano, thoughts on Lothering?
It's fun. It's a good time. Yeah, it's great. It's the fun little quests and all that kind. It's a really good intro to the game. It introduces the chantry board, introduces the irregulars mercenary guild. That's another quest giver. So like they're like quest hubs that are in this game. Like so there's the Chantry, which has a quest hub. There are this mercenary guild that's a quest hub. There's like a mage's quest hub as well. They all kind of like travel around and are located at all like the major cities. So like everywhere you go, you kind of hit those places up and they have like random quests for you to do. I like it. It's good times.
Nice. I will know. Like, I really liked a lot of this. I liked the tutorial-esque area of here's the way things can work. You can talk your way out of a lot of things. You can fight your way out of more things. You can craft these things. Different party members might have different skills. They might react to things differently. And I really liked it as before you go all the way in, let's dip your toe in first. Make sure you understand the basics here. I also want to talk about, because I don't think this is in our show notes, the first camp. You can go to camp and you can talk a little bit more to all of your companions. This is also a good time to like give them gifts. And I love gift giving. Everything that I have, I give to Morrigan. And she almost likes me at this point. So progress. And the dwarf and his son make their way back. And the son is apparently a really good enchanter. And he enchanted one of Alistair's swords. So Alistair now has a lightning sword, which is pretty cool.
Bowden, Fedek, and Sandal are their names. The merchant.
It's always going to be the
I'll
dwarf and his son.
that.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
And he goes, enchantment? Enchantment! I love him. He's awesome. I love him so much. They are also both in Dragon Age 2, and they have like even a bigger part, and it's
good.
Awesome. It's so good. I love it so much. Yeah.
Any other thoughts on this section?
I do like the fact that like the camp is basically your Normandy, like where you just kind of like chill. And
100% your Normandy. Yes.
Yep.
But it's easy to get around instead of like your Normandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had forgotten how to give gifts, and it was driving me bananas. So the way that you give gifts in this game is you have to go to your inventory window, and then in your inventory window, you just kind of like page through your different characters. So you'll have your main character, then you have Alistair, then you'll have Morgan, then you'll have Liliana. You arrow over to them. And if you want to give a gift, you have to be on one of your companions' pages, essentially. And then you click and click gift, and they'll be called a gift in purple text. Now, there are certain gifts that give more points to certain companions. So all gifts, all companions, regardless of the gift you give, will give you 5 points of I like you to approval to after the first gift, and then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, and then always 1 thereafter. Unless you're giving them a gift that is like one of the things they want. So if you're giving them something they want, you get 5 bonus points of approval. And then depending on how you answer conversation things that come up from like the big gifts, you can even get more than that. So I had one with Morgan where she gave me like 13 points of approval. So it's kind of fun giving the right gifts. There's like a wiki page if you don't want to like really put too much thought into it, and it will just tell you what to give to who.
I mean, I need to clear out inventory space, so I needed to start.
The best reason to get rid of gifts, and you can give you can give your dog some bones, and it will continue to love you most of all, which is great.
Okay. Actually, here's the real question: what did you name the dog?
That's easy. Dog meat.
Okay.
I named her Tally.
Yeah, I named mine Pudge. So
dog meat. Come on, Fallout dog meat. You gotta name it dog meat.
Yeah.
I haven't played Fallout, Dano.
Yet. You don't play
Fallout
later in the yet. Dog meat is a recurring character, so all the different dogs in Fallout are called dog meat. So.
Moving on. The Warden squad has some ancient treaties to use, so best get to use them. But where to go to first? The Circle of Tower, the Jarl of Redcliffe, the Dalish Elves, the Dwarfs? Tough choice. In times like this, it is best to thoughtfully and carefully make a decision based on min-maxing. That means the Warden needs to go to the Circle Tower. What does that have to do with min-maxing? Well, there are some rewards in the Circle Tower that give us multiple levels worth of skill points. Like, so much. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot believe it was this many skill points.
Yeah.
It feels weird, this level of skill points. Upon arriving at the Circle Tower, the Warden learns that the tower is under attack by demons, abominations, and blood mages. Oh my! If you remember back to our lore dump last week, the Chantry and the Circle have an answer to this in the form of the Templars. Surely they have a plan in place to retake the tower. After speaking to the Templar in charge of the situation, the Wardens learn that there is a plan, and that plan is kill all the mages. Kill everything? Now that is a plan the Warden understands. But wait, if all the mages are dead, there isn't a circle to foist their treaties upon, and now all of a sudden I've just got this dead piece of paper. Change of plan! Instead of killing everyone, the Warden is going to save everyone by killing everyone who doesn't want to help. A good plan! A
The
good
best
plan!
maybe.
The Warden enters the tower and quickly runs into a group of mages. Apparently, everyone isn't dead. That's lucky. Hey, look, it's Wynne. The Warden met her at Ostagar. How is she kind of alive? How is she still alive? Don't think about it. Also, Wynne is kind of old. Maybe she's a retiree? She's not a retiree, and she wants to come along with the Warden to take back the tower. Sure. There's no way taking an old lady along on an adventure will go poorly. You know what? It's just fine, because Wynne is a healer, and that is really helpful. Do I like her any other parts outside of that? No, I don't really do. She is kind of annoying, and I don't care for her much so far. But she can heal real good, and that is something that is nice.
I like Wynne a lot.
Interesting. We can talk about that more later. It's a
Okay.
mess of abominations, blood mages, demons, and charmed Templars. Along the way, they learn about a mage named Nail. Nail was looking for a McMuffin called the Litany of Drala. This McMuffin will make it so a blood mage can't take over your mind. Nice. We should probably look for that. The Warden keeps heading up to the tower. They kill more blood mages, and more brainwashed Templars, and more abominations. Nice. We're doing our job. On their way up the tower, they discover secret correspondence between the blood mages. It turns out that the leader of the blood mages is Uldred. Uldred? Hey, we know that guy. Did you forget about him? I did. He was at the War Council with King Calenhad and Loghain. It's almost like it all ties back to that rude guy, Loghain. Weird.
Huh.
Before we think too much about that, we get to the top of the tower to confront Uldred. We run into the Sloth Demon, which is not the same Sloth Demon that I talked about last week, because I liked that dude. That dude was cool. This guy, not as cool. Probably nothing to worry about because the team knows what to do. Kill that demon! But they take a nap instead. And the Warden wakes up alone and in the fade.
This is what happens.
Yep.
I want you to remember that Sloth Demon for next week.
The Sloth Demon that I liked?
The Sloth Demon that you liked.
Okay, good. If he gives me more riddles, I am super here for him. What did you guys think about the introduction, the tower, and all that jazz?
It's fun. It's a fun little quest. Like, it's a big old oopsie, right? Like, it was fun. We learn more and more about what's going on the further up tower we get, which is great. I love that. I love that the Templars' grand plan is just, hey, we have this magic spell to fix everything by killing them all.
Yes. I mean, it is a plan. I'm not sure it's a good plan, but it's a plan.
It is a plan. Wynne is definitely a character that will grow on you. So, like, actually, this was the first time I've ever played with Wynne in my party as, like, a main character. I've always, like, just made do with Morgan or healing pots, that kind of stuff. Wynne is actually a really fun, like, motherly and grandmotherly character, and actually adds, like, a really interesting dynamic to the party that I really kind of enjoy. Because everybody else is literally, like, unhinged or broken. That is along for the ride for the Warden. And, like, Wynne is just, like, an experienced adventurer who's, like, been there, done that for, like, the Mages Circle forever. And so she's just like, yeah, here's the way the Grey Wardens are, and this is what they do. And, you know, it's and gives, like, very, like motherly and grandmotherly advice about, like, what to do with power and how to utilize power correctly. And it's just like, oh, I kind of love you. So I've actually been having a good time with Wynne in my party. So
Fair.
Yeah.
I really liked the going in and as a mage seeing everything kind of go to chaos immediately, but it was the same tower. So I was like, I've been here before. I was here not that long ago as a mage in training. And now I've come back to save the place. And there's a lot of small things of like, oh, remember when you were here not too long ago? And I was like, I do remember that. Thank you very much for remembering me. I feel special. And you got to see some other people. And there was this weird dude in a closet that we saved that I had questions about. There was a desire demon who's like a succubus that seemed to genuinely have like a kind of connection with this Templar that I let him go because I was like, all right, yeah, I'll let this play out. She had him under her spell and just gave him a life of happy family and kids and a white picket fence. And I was like, all right, if that's okay, yeah, sure. Have fun with that. You both live your best lives.
I killed her pretty quickly. like it's like you're this is not real. It's I was curious to see, like, you know, is there a line of dialogue choice for you? Like, oh, things went to hell after I left. No, there's no line of dialogue for, like, you know, saying that things went to south after you left the tower because you were holding the whole thing together. No, that would have been good. Anyway, I like this whole section. I like this whole beginning section a lot. Mm-hmm. Just exploring the tower. Like there's like some puzzle elements I couldn't figure out that were in the guide that I was reading. I couldn't figure out how to make it work, but whatever. It was nice kind of just getting kind of like the backstory between the Templars and the mages, and Morgan is really great in this section. Yeah. Like where she's just, you know, sassy. Has her opinions and is very sassy. Yes. Yep. And it's great. And yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed this section of it in particular.
So we fall asleep and we wake up alone in the Fade. And there's Duncan. Oh, look. This is kind of weird because we're pretty sure Duncan's dead. He tells the warden that he actually didn't die at Ostagar, and actually the Blight was defeated. Whoa, how cool! But that seems a little too good to be true. It is too good to be true. The warden doesn't fall for it and has to kill fake Duncan. Now that fake Duncan is as dead as real Duncan, it is time to figure out what is going on here. After a little bit of wandering, the warden runs into a mage named Nail. Hey, we know Nail. He has the McMuffin. He tells the warden that he's been trying to find a way out, but he keeps failing. Bummer. The warden goes out on their own to find a way out and pretty much immediately figures out how to turn into a mouse and use tiny mouse holes, as long as your game isn't bugged and prevents you from using mouse holes like it did for me many times.
Oof.
The warden goes back to Nail to inform him that he's kind of bad at this whole mage stuff, which he admits he kind of is. Now that the warden can turn into a mouse, it's time to figure out how to find their friends and get out of the Fade. The Fade itself is a labyrinth. The wardens will need to shapeshift into different magical forms and utilize the magical powers of those forms to navigate it. The first form we already have discovered is a mouse form that can travel through mouse holes and gives the warden the ability to stealth. The second form is a spirit form. In the spirit form, the warden can access mystical doors that can't be accessed outside of the spirit form. Spirit form can cast the Winter's Grasp spell and can cast healing spells. It also increases your magic resistance and your magical damage. The third form is the golem form. The golem can break through locked doors by throwing really big rocks at them. On top of that, throwing rocks at stuff, it can also cause earthquakes. Pretty cool. The fourth form is the Burning Man form, which is literally just how you and your techno bros could talk about how Elon Musk is going to populate Mars and you will never have to look at a poor person again. You can also move through fire spells without taking any damage and cast some pretty sweet fire spells. Once the warden has gained all four powers, they will navigate to the end of the maze where they will find their companions stuck in their own nightmare. The warden will have to fight a demon to break each one out, except Dog. Dog is just taking a nap, and once the warden wakes up, he is good to go. You will also, if you have Morgan in your party, Morgan will just, be like, hey, this is a Fade creature. Can you help me kill it, please? I'm tired of talking to it. And I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Now that the Warden has put the band back together, it is time to take on the Sloth Demon. This fight is kind of crazy because the Sloth Demon has 5 forms. Some might say that's too many forms. I did, but even still, he still had 5 forms. First is an Ogre, then a Rage Demon, then an Abomination, then a Shade, and lastly, an Arcane Horror. If you aren't prepared for a multi-phase fight, this fight can catch you by surprise. I had to use all of my potions to get through it, and there are also a few nodes that you can use to fully heal your character once. Use them. Once the Warden has defeated the Sloth Demon, Nail will show up. Nail will tell the Warden that he is too weak and has been in the Fade for far too long to escape. He tells the Warden to take the McMuffin off of his corpse and to use it against the Blood Mages that took over the tower. I loved this section so much. I loved figuring out, like, going through, realizing where I needed to go, going back through, doubling back, getting to a section and being like, well, I can't go here yet. What am I missing? And then coming back there later and be like, oh, well, this is what I was missing. Figuring out the right ways to deal with some of these troops, because some of them you're really specifically supposed to use a specific form. Some you can, like, start out and then you can change into a different form. You can use, like, corners to pull them into certain areas. I loved the Fade so much. Once I got past the bugginess. Once I actually could do the Fade, I loved it a lot.
Yeah, same here with me. I really enjoy this quite a bit as well. I think I really enjoy, like, the puzzle of it and getting through it and kind of, like, navigating it. Once you kind of figure out how powerful some of the forms are, like, specifically, like, the Burning Man form, like, you can chuck some crazy powerful fire spells at, like, enemies that can't even attack you yet. Like, through doors, across the room, you can use massive AoE fire spells. And they're absolutely, like, it's a ton of fun. So I navigated through all of it initially and then went back with the guide to pick up all of the skill points, so I didn't miss out on any of those. But working through this, like, the first time on your own is super duper fun because before you get the Burning Man form, there are walls of flame that you can't get through. If you try to walk through them, you die immediately. And there are locked doors, and then you can see the spirit doors, but you can't enter them. And so, like, it's super fun going back and forth once you get the different forms and kind of getting through stuff. I enjoyed it immensely as well. Matt?
And Matt.
I did not enjoy this section at all. I mean, I enjoyed some of the puzzles. I enjoyed some of it, but, like, it just felt tedious. It felt like a bad Metroidvania at points. Because, like, oh, I got this farm. Now I can go back through this door. Or I can go back and do this. And I was like, I'm not in the mood to play a Metroidvania. I'm in the mood to play an RPG. Can we just play, like, can we be a little more linear here? Like, and, like, I was having trouble figuring out where I needed to go, where I ended up on the map after going through some doors. Because there's one section where I couldn't figure out, like, I go through the one portal and I ended up on the other side of the map. And then, like, I go through the mouse hole, and I end up on another weird part of the map, and I'm like, where am I? I have no idea where I am. There's nothing that connects anything. There's, like, if I had like a map that had, like, lines and, like, I don't know, maybe it would work better. I just was like, I was struggling a lot through this. Like, it's just like, have I been here before? I don't know if I've been here before. Should I have come here earlier? Oh God, I have to go back to these other levels now that I have all these other forms to get all the skill points and items, because I want to get all the skill points while I'm here, right? I can't, especially since I'm a fighter and I want all the power and constitution and dexterity points I can get, right? So it's like it was a struggle for me. Maybe I was just in the wrong mindset. I just wanted to get through it too, and it was just like I just did not enjoy this section. I enjoyed part of it. It's like also the forms walk so slow.
Not Burning Man. Burning Man's super quick.
Yeah, maybe, but also I did it in the reverse order. I got Mouse, Burning Man, Golem, and then Spirit.
Oh, I got Spirit, Golem, Burning Man. Okay,
that's weird.
I got Burning Man. You always get Mouse first. I got Mouse, Burning Man, Golem, Spirit.
Yeah, so I did the same order as Dan, but like, it just felt like I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't hate it. I just didn't enjoy it. Put it that way.
I found it hard. I got to the final boss and was like very happy I had win in the party because I needed the heals. Because I went through all of my healing potions up until.
I thought you had to have win in the party.
You don't. You can like. There's a part where you can like, where it lets you change out your party.
I think that
Oh, is
part
there?
comes after the fade, though.
does
I think
it?
when
Oh,
you
it does,
wake up from
yeah.
the fade is when you can change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're forced to have Win in your party. So I had
Do you have
I
Win in
had-
your party with Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, I bet that was a mess.
It is.
Oh, and then Alistair. Alistair was just like, I just wanted to leave Alistair there. I was happy with his family. I could just want to leave him there in the fade. He's like Cade. He's like, is he the Caden in this game? I'm just
No,
wondering.
Alistair's fine. Alistair's
Okay.
just going through it right now. Like
I
he's
mean,
very
fair.
much kind of like he deals with things that he doesn't want to deal with through like infantile humor, kind of. So like,
Okay, maybe that's why I'm like, because he's so much like me. Got
yeah, he is definitely a character I have left at camp though.
Yes.
Alistair does not come adventuring.
Got it.
But-
yeah, he deals
but-
with the same.
I left
He deals with
Morgan
pain with
behind
humor.
as well,
Got
though,
it.
too. I left Morgan behind, even though she's crazy powerful. But I left her behind because I'm kind of tired of her like just being grumpy and grouchy all the time. I'm like, you know what,
I know.
Morgan? Like, either come along or don't. Don't be all emo about it. Like, I'm sorry your mom kicked you out of the house, but don't blame me. No one's keeping you here.
If you talk to her about that, for the record, like you could talk to all of your
Yeah.
companions kind of whenever you want, and you're like, "Why are you here?" She gets mad at you, and you get -10 disapproval.
she
Oh
gets
yeah, I
so
got that.
mad.
That was fun.
It's insane. So I always save before I talk to her because I'm afraid that I'll say something wrong.
I F5 before every single conversation because I'm like, oh, how's this one gonna go? Because sometimes you just like, well, I just wanted to talk to you, but like, oh, sorry, that was the wrong thing to talk about. Sorry, I'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know if you talk to the dog, your other companions will come out and talk to the dog with you?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Alistair got bit. It was great.
Morgan complains about it like eating one of her shoes or something, and like,
Good.
I love the
Good.
dog. I loved the dog. It's so good.
yeah. The dog's not very powerful because it has very limited skill sets, but you can download a mod to add more stuff to the dog. I was
And you
hoping
can download a mod that's just extra dog slots. So you can always have the dog with you.
you could. Did you do
Ooh,
that?
I might just do that. So I always want the dog on with in my party.
The dog barks too much. It gets on my nerves.
Well, we eventually, one way or another, free ourselves from the fade, and the warden picks up the McMuffin off of Nail's corpse and heads towards the final flight of stairs. Before they can get there, though, they run into a Templar who has been tortured by blood mages. His name is Colin, and he says he used to pity the mages, but now he knows the monsters they can become. He says that none of the mages on the... Yes, Dana?
Cullen.
Cullen.
Yeah, not like colon. It's Cullen.
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 Why? Give me an H. Give me an H. Give me a K. Give me
It'd be
something.
Chullen.
An H after the U.
Okay,
Cullen.
fine. I think it's Cullen.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure he says his name is Cullen, right?
I genuinely can't remember. I can't remember anything about
I
this
just want to
dude.
make sure we can stick with the bit from like Chrono Trigger because I feel like we want to make sure that we can be as judged for our pronunciations as much as possible.
So Cullen, kind of like was it the Golden State Warrior superstar Chris Mullin?
That
Sure,
is
Dean wants to tell
that
us
is a
joke.
reference
Okay, hold on.
that I think flew over
Right, Dean, tell a
both of
joke.
our
Dean,
heads.
tell a
But
joke.
listeners,
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed
Pez.
that.
I get
You got some Pez there, Dean?
yes, it's grapely.
It's grapely.
Great.
joke.
That's so good.
Pez delicious. I want Pez. I do.
Yoda Pez dispenser. Okay.
Well, whatever his name is, he says that he used to pity mages, but now he knows the monsters they can become. He says that none of the mages on the final floor can be trusted, and you must kill them all. That includes the first enchanter, and without the first enchanter, you can't convince the Templar leadership that the circle is safe, meaning that the entire circle would be destroyed. If you agree with Cullen, Wynn will leave the party and attack the warden to attempt to save the circle. Remember, Cullen, he will be important about 3 months from now. What a normal thing that I will certainly not remember. One final floor to go. Time for the showdown with Uldred. Before the fight, the Warden gets a chance to talk to Uldred. The Warden learns that Uldred had worked out a deal with Loghain. Uldred would convince the tower to support Loghain's hair-branded scheme, and Loghain would support the Circle in getting more freedom from the Chantry. Wynn rats Uldred out to the rest of the Circle, and he loses his support. When he tries to run, the first enchanter stops him. A fight ensues, and Uldred tries to summon a pride demon. I just thought that he made somebody else accept a different gift, but maybe I'm thinking of a different cutscene. And instead, he becomes an abomination. Oopsie poopsies. Time to fight Uldred, the abomination. Uldred has 3 buddies who are also abominations that need to be dealt with. On the ground, we see that the first chanter is still alive, surrounded by some dead mages. I hope you remember the McMuffin, because if you don't, this fight gets real hard. At the end of each phase, Uldred will try to raise the corpses using blood magic. A party member can stop this by activating the McMuffin. If you forget to activate the McMuffin, the dead mages become abominations. But hopefully you don't, because at every fight, someone will shout, "Use the McMuffin!" And so hopefully you heard them say that. Now that Uldred is dead, it is time to get some support against the Blight. The Warden can ask for support from the Templars or the Mages Circle, but not both. The Warden sided with Cullen and killed all the mages on the top floor. The Warden can't be supported. The Warden can't get support from the dead mages, but the Templars will help you out. You can also let the mages live and say it's too dangerous to leave, and the first enchanter will agree, and you still get the Templar aid. Or you can just say, "Hey mages, I saved you. Please help me out," and they go, "Cool, will do."
Yeah. What'd you guys think of the fight?
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. Like even if you let the abominations come in, they the McMuffin stuns them, so you can just wipe them out and then focus on the boss, which is nice. I like the fight tremendously. I enjoyed this part of it. I think I sided. I forget, I'm not sure how exactly I said. I think I sided with the mages, but like the Templars. I don't know, whatever the third option was, where like the mages live and say it's too dangerous to leave, and the first enchanter give you a Templar. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Where I think that's what I did. I'm not sure.
So you have the support. The Templars are supporting the.
So I'm supporting the mages, but because we're letting the mages rebuild, but the Templars will come to our aid.
Okay. If you go to camp,
I think
if you go to camp, there will be either a mage there or a Templar there. If there's
is
a
there
mage
a button that says "Go to camp"?
Yeah, so at the back of camp, there will be a mage there or a Templar there asking for you to give them stuff. And the more stuff you give them, the more, it's more resources for, the final fight, essentially.
Can I just, dump off my stuff I don't want to them? Is that,
basically,
is that
yeah.
So,
a lot of that junk that you're carrying around is stuff to, give to one faction or another. So, there's, a safe to sell list that you can find. I can link it to you guys if you want. There's, a safe to sell list. And Dragon Age does this in at least the 3 games I've played. In Inquisition, it is terrible. Because it's just you get so much trash, but hidden amongst some of that trash is stuff you can't sell. It's brutal.
I've sold everything I've gotten so far, so I might be in trouble.
I believe you can buy everything back.
Okay. I
think if you go to the buyback tab, I don't know how long it stays. But
yeah,
I will also we're early enough in the game where I wouldn't stress it too much yet. You're gonna get a lot more stuff. So
you can also buy a backpack from the merchant at the bottom of the Mage Tower, and that is super nice. 10 extra slots, yes please.
You could.
You get it from you can also buy it from camp too, can't you?
Can you buy a backpack in camp?
Yeah, I thought that's where I bought mine. Was from the dude in camp.
I'm gonna go talk to dude in camp.
I didn't see him having one. I'll have to go check. I bought 2
check the bottom. Check the very bottom of his list.
I will. I bought one at Ostagar. I bought a backpack in Ostagar, and I bought the backpack from the Mage Tower.
Okay, I didn't know there was one in the Mage Tower. I might not have enough. I might have to go back to the Mage Tower.
Yeah, that guy, the quartermaster at the Mage Tower, is just always there. You'll go back after for some of the side quests, so I'll work out to it. But
I will say, surprising no one, I did grab the mage's support. I could not turn on the mages. I felt I, as a mage, had to get the mage's support.
I did the mage's support as well, though I'm kind of regretting not going full heal on this one, because I think I'm going to have to Google it to see what happens in Inquisition if you supported Cullen in like destroying all the mages, because it might lead to some interesting like conversations in that game. So we'll come to that when we get there, though. It's very much this game. So this is very BioWare. These 3 games are, especially Origins and Inquisition. Like the characters that, so like Inquisition like takes a bunch of characters from Origins and from Dragon Age 2 and like puts them all together and like ties. It's really fun. Like the characters are, it's fantastically fun. So like all these characters like come back, and some of them will have major, like some of the minor characters will be major characters in later games, and major characters will be minor characters, or they'll like be a major character will remain a major character in a different game. It's super duper fun. It's like it's what makes these games so much fun to play back to back to back, because like it really is one like interconnected world. It's why like what I love so much with the first 3 games is that like Thetis is the main character. Like there is no like, so like in Shepard's the main character of Mass Effect, right? There is no Shepard of Dragon Age. Like you're not like bringing the Warden along to 2 and 3. So like
interesting.
So like Thetis really is the main character, and the world of Thetis and the decisions you make that shape the world, which is why I was so disappointed in Veilguard not carrying your world state over, because like in the first 3 games, like the main character really was the world, and like the characters within it that kind of like that made those changes. And so like it's fun, it's interesting. I'm not gonna make any assumptions about Veilguard, good, bad, or indifferent at this point, but like the first 3 games, what I love so much about them is how much like the world is the star. It's a really fun way to kind of approach a game. So but yeah, I sided with the mages as well. I think it was kind of a no-brainer. I felt like, no, I mean, I guess it wasn't, because the Templars are also fine. I just sided with the mages. I don't know. That's what I decided to do. I didn't put a ton of thought into it, to be honest. I probably should put more thought into it, as I'm realizing now. I was like, all right, mages it is. I'm like, I don't know why, really. I mean, the Templars are kind of icky, though, because like the way that they sort of like, they're just, I mean, like you can kind of see why, like the game gives a really good reason for the existence of the Templars, but because of like the way abominations and that kind of stuff kind of work, but really like it's pretty icky, and it's hard to kind of side with them too much.
I think we should move on to Tea with Finley.
Oh, good idea.
Hello, old friend. Let's meet for tea after the match, shall we?
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Okay, I have a question, and Storm Rage has a question. Do you want to ask your question first, Storm Rage?
How do I specialize? I have a specialization point, and I want to be an arcane warrior. I don't know how to specialize.
Oh, you want to be an arcane warrior. So you have to find either the person who will teach you how to be an arcane warrior, or you have to buy the book for arcane warrior. I believe arcane warrior is buying a specific book. So, like, if you want to be a shapeshifter, Morgan, once you get Morgan's like approval high enough, you can ask her to teach you to be a shapeshifter, and she'll teach you to be a shapeshifter. Same with like, but like I believe Arcane Warrior, you have to buy like a skill book or something like that, and that will teach you to be an Arcane Warrior.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah, so some of them are like a character. So like if you want to be a Templar, like Alistar will teach you how to be a Templar. A Templar? Why am I saying Templar? A Templar.
I think it is Templar.
Oh, okay, Templar. If you want to be a shapeshifter, Morgan will teach you how to do that. If you want to be an assassin, someone else will teach you how to do that. If you want to be a bard, Leon will teach you how to be a bard. And then there are some that where you have to go to like certain places, then just like spend the gold on a spell book. And like, so champion is one that like is super tough to get, but it's also like what I'm going for in my build. I'm kind of annoyed as well. It's like Templar, I mean, champion, I don't believe the character that teaches you champion is open till like late in the game. I believe. I could be wrong though. And I think maybe you can buy that from a book as well. I might Google it because I'm kind of tired. I might just have Alistair teach me Templar, and then I'll do Templar, and then champion once it opens up. Because I'm in the same boat where I'm like halfway through the game and don't have specialization. Though to be honest, I feel like my 2020 run of the game, I didn't have a specialization at all, and it didn't really affect anything. So
that's kind of dumb. That's a bummer.
I just kind of
So-
I mean, maybe I got one. I just don't remember it though. So
So I have to Google it to figure out if I want to become Reaver or like champion. Or
so
Yep.
Reaver, I believe Reaver will be. You want to be a Reaver, Matt? I'm pretty sure. And
'Cause
I
I'm doing dual
believe the
daggers.
person
Yeah,
that
I'm
teaches
doing
you to be a
dual wield.
Reaver is Orzammar, I believe.
Okay.
I believe. I could search it for you if you
I'll
want
go.
to.
I'll Google. I'm googling the build anyway, and I'm enjoying it tremendously. So
Yeah, the Dragon
I'll
Age
see where I
Origins wiki is super duper good. Like, just go
Yeah.
there and search for specializations; it'll pop up.
okay. Yeah,
But
'cause
yeah.
I think because I would. Yeah, I'm. Yeah. Anyway, what was your question, Dan?
Yeah, one more thing about specializations. You can get them super early in the game, but you like never.
Don't-
It's hard to kind of open them and unlock them. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was like, I have a point. I can't put it anywhere. So like, what do I do at this point? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna keep upping my dex and strength until I can unlock further tiers of this bar. Because I'm like at a point where I'm like, the next option is either too high a level or or I'm not up to that level in strength yet, strength or dex.
You
So-
can like bank points, right? You don't have to spend the point right away. Is that right?
I know, but I'm just putting like 2 in dex, 1 in strength every time, and like
I
maybe
think that's
or
what you're
doing
supposed to be
strength
doing.
dex or doing strength dex constitution each time.
I don't know
just
that you
'cause
need
I
to
have
put anything
consti-
Constitution if you're not tanking. I don't put anything
I might.
Constitution.
I know. I'm
not tanking.
I'm off tanking. So like if Alistair or the other guy needs a break, I can taunt and take aggro.
Whether or not I mean to take, I'm taking a lot of damage every fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So character creation, build, that kind of stuff. So so what kind of build are you looking for? So I did stick with being a tank, and I'm pretty happy with that, but I'm not like playing my character in combat. So I have my character like just set up with the different what are they called in this game? The little
I'm
commands.
calling them routines because that's what they basically.
Yeah, they're routines. They're not called routines, but yeah, they're basic routines. I want to call them gambits because that's what they're called in Final Fantasy 12.
Tactics?
Yeah. Tactics, that's it.
Tactics, yes, they're called tactics. So I have in combat, my character is just run by tactics because she's the tank, and so I basically just like hit taunt, get her into place I want her to get, and then I take over my main damage dealer. So I have a healer, a distanced DP, an archer, and then a melee fighter. And so I basically move my melee fighter because that's the position is most important because backstabbing is so important for like a rogue, like rogue DPS. And so I take over the rogue DPS and make sure that is correct. And then you also can go and just like blow some of the squishies out with like a couple of like quick rotations. So I just kind of let my main fighter, my main tank, just kind of take care of everything. I'll take over win every now and again if it's like a really tough fight to make sure the healing is getting done correctly. But usually I'm just running like DPS. That's the character I'm actually playing, and then just letting the tactics run on my tank. So, but yeah, I haven't got any of the specializations either. So yeah, it is definitely a little annoying to be completely honest. It's not. It is not. I like the idea of being taught by your party on how to do it.
I do
that's
too.
Really cool.
Yeah, I think that's the way it should be.
I just don't want the
but,
point until I can do it.
I
Like,
think
don't give me the point unless I've unlocked something.
I think it was really clumsily done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was very clumsily done because you don't get everybody like in order, and then even then, like you have to like have their like approval to a certain point to earn it. And so like if you're not doing those things right, or if you're playing in a manner that like for them to like disapprove of you, then do you not open it? I feel like they should just teach you regardless if they're in the party, and then not that way you don't have to worry about that way you can role play the approval a little bit more. Kind of how I feel. So yeah, I think that is a little clunky to be completely honest. I think it's pretty clunky actually. We go to the Naga sandwich.
Yeah.
Taste my grilled cheese.
Munch.
Matt, first good, please.
First good. There's so much party banter. it's like they like to chat. They are very chatty. They love to have a little stories, and like especially Alistair and Morgan right now, where they're just like can I just put them in camp and they can take care of themselves, and I'll bring out 2 other party members to also have conversations.
You'll be able to this week. You'll have a party. You don't have to bring them out with you if you don't want.
Oh,
them.
I already do. So like I can just put them away and then get more banter from, and put more. Like they can go share a tent somewhere. It's one of those. But like it's honestly it's honestly great because like I enjoy it because it like allows you. I mean, like you're running around the little town and they're bantering at each other. There's great little lore drops that drop. I enjoy sitting there. Like okay, like. I'm standing on the bridge just listening to them chat while I enjoy the graphics in the background and all the other stuff. It's great. I'm enjoying it. It is kind of distracting. It's like, come on, I just want to do this. Could you shut up? I'm just trying to figure out this puzzle, or I'm trying to figure out where I need to go.
I love the conversations.
But there's so much conversations. I mean, even the dog has its own conversations with itself because it barks a lot.
So much barking.
What's the not so good?
This game is buggy. Like, it is a buggy game. In a really, and not like in like a, quirky fun. Nope. Like, stuff just straight up breaks. And like, sometimes it's unfixable. So I had to switch away from the Steam version of the game to the GOG version of the game because the Steam version of the game did not let me play the DLCs. Like, they just wouldn't populate on the world map. And I Googled it, and this has been a problem for a very, very long time. A problem they just never decided to address. Just didn't address it. And there is a way to go in and like go into like the install files of it to like copy and paste stuff into the correct places. And I was like, I ain't doing none of that. I'm like, hopefully the GOG version that I also own plays just fine. And it does. The GOG version has been running great. Like a lot cleaner than the Steam version. And the GOG version also has all of the DLCs playable. So probably blew it not doing just the GOG version for all of us. But sorry about that. I didn't realize it was so bad. But yeah, so real bummer. If you're going to play this game, definitely on GOG, I would say. It definitely runs better there. They have a better version than the Steam version. But both of them are not great. But like that's not on... Honestly, it's honestly not on either of them at this point because like just EA just doesn't care. Or
no.
Yeah, no. It's just so yeah. It's a bummer. It's a big ding dang bummer. But luckily like the save file switches over. I don't know how that works, but it does. And that was really slick and nice and magical. I was like, oh, look at that. Everything is there. Okay. What is our best good?
Choices are fun. You gotta make so many choices in this game. You can be, for no reason, mean to an old lady if you want to be a monster. You can save mages. You can decide that magic is too dangerous. Like, you have so many choices, and it reminds me of Mass Effect 3 in a very fun way.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I got some questions.
He asks each traveler 5 questions. 3 questions. 3 questions.
3, that's a magic number. I will ask myself 3 questions.
Matt, what art thou liking so far?
I kind of love combat. I really do love the combat in this game. Like, I'm like a little bashy, stabby, short dude. And it's great. I have a little rotation. I can do a repost which stuns my opponents. And then like guarantees a crit on the next attack.
Ooh.
Deal a bunch of damage. There's some there's it's the fights are challenging, but I'm enjoying them because you actually have to pay attention. It's great. And I'm playing with the routines a little bit, and it's making things a little bit easier and less micromanage me, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, the tactics help a lot when you get into the weeds for sure.
Storm Rage.
I love the Fade. I love the Fade so much. I love the focus of just focusing on me. because it felt like such a different thing where in most of combat, I'm really having to focus between 4 people. Even if I have tactics set up, I'm focusing between all 4 at the same time. And this let me just focus on just my character for a really long time and how I need to deal with this. And I liked that change of pace a lot. I thought it was really fun. I felt very smart looking at all these things and figuring these things out. And I just thought it was a really, really fun time. Dano, what do you like it so far?
Everything? Is everything an acceptable answer? Because
think so.
everything. I'm loving everything.
Yeah.
I like everything. It's great.
There must be something you hate.
No. I mean, I wish that... Is BioWare the answer? BioWare.
I mean,
BioWare's the answer.
Or no, is it EA? It might be just be EA.
No, I think at this point, like, there's a certain point that, like, when you and your parent company have been, like, together long enough, like, you are the same. Like, EA is BioWare, BioWare is EA. Like, I'm kind of over that, like, you know, EA is the problem. No, it's not. Like, this is a BioWare and EA issue together. Like, they're holding hands here. Like, this is...
Yeah.
No, sorry, BioWare. No. You don't get a pass anymore. Oh, what are you struggling with, Matt?
The Fade. I just struggle with it. I just didn't like it. I get what they were trying to do, and I get they were trying. Like, it feels like a Metroidvania. It's like they tried to like shoehorn a Metroidvania in this RPG tactics game. And it just didn't work for me. I just didn't enjoy it. I guess maybe if I like went back and now that I know what I'm supposed to do, it might be better. But like, it just would feel like, I don't know. It just was very sloggy and like, okay, can we get through this portion so I can get on with the rest of the story? Stormrage, how about you?
I had to deal with a lot of bugs. I had to deal with a bunch of bugs, and that sucked. When I got to the Fade, I got the mouse form, and I just couldn't click on it. So I couldn't progress to anything else. And so I uninstalled all my mods, I reloaded an older save, I made sure to quick save at the very beginning of the Fade, so that way when I went back to it, I didn't have to lose too much. None of that worked. I did a full reinstall, that worked. I then resaved after the reinstall, re-downloaded everything, then all of a sudden everything was broken again, so then I had to uninstall one more time, uninstall all of my mods, and then reinstall everything one more time, but I didn't use any mods this third reinstall, so it just took a while for things to work, and that was kind of a bummer.
So the real Fade was like trying to figure out how to get through the Fade.
Correct.
It's like very meta. It's very meta situation.
Fade was the friends you made along the way. Is that what you're telling me?
I think that Fade is the bugs that I hated along the way.
Yeah, there we go.
Dana, what are you struggling with?
I want to play all the DLC and all the bonus content, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to have time, like, to maintain schedule and like for me to be able to stay a week ahead and then also play all the bonus content, but I just need more time. So if someone could just give me more time, that'd be fantastic. Because I really want to play through some of this extra content that I didn't get to play, that I didn't play through in 2020 for the same reason that you, for Stormrage, what you're dealing with right now was like, I love Dragon Age Origins, but I got to a point in 2020, my last playthrough, where I was like, I'm kind of over it. I'm ready to move on to Dragon Age 2. And then once you get to Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, they're gone. The bugs are gone. They run really, really well. So it really is just Origins that runs so poorly.
Okay.
Yeah. What surprised you about the game there, Matt?
The tab key. The tab key is your friend. I suggest going into the game right now, pressing the tab key, and it'll just be like the Matrix unfurling in front of you. It allows you to see every clicky on the map in the area that you can see. It is amazing. It is glorious. If you're in a room, hit the tab key, and guess what? You see everything you can click on in that room. You go to another room, hit the tab key, you see everything you can click on in that room. There's text boxes above everything. It's all highlighted. It's like I said, it's like the entire Matrix is right there in front of you. You just see the code screaming down in front of your face.
It really is.
It is amazing.
Dana, did you just turn on
Stormrage just started the...
I meant to mention the tab key last week, but I forgot, so now I kind of feel bad. Just so you know, in the Mage side quests, in the Mage Tower side quests, some of them you won't even be able to complete without the tab key. So like,
Yeah.
like the tab key is required to like see some of the stuff. Like the amount of like content like hidden behind the tab key in this game is shocking.
I think Stormrage has seen the Matrix in this situation.
He knows
He
this
just
isn't a
seen the
steak,
light.
but his brain tells him it's a steak.
He took the red pill.
I don't remember which pill is the pill to take. I don't. Which one is it? Is it the blue pill? Which pill are you
Why
supposed to
didn't I
take?
take-
Red pill. Which one is it?
The red pill because remember because Cypher when he's eating the steak is why didn't I take the blue pill?
Oh, that's right. I haven't watched that movie in ages. I should watch it again.
Actually, I watched it about a year ago with my son. It holds up. It's good.
I'm sure it does. It like it's action movie genre defining. I mean,
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. What surprised you, Stormrage?
Yeah.
I gotta make fun and hard choices. Like the idea of what do I do with the mages? I thought about it for a while. And I think if I was not a mage, I would have agreed with the Templars of like, mages, you need to stay here because they're a danger. And if I didn't have that personal connection of like, well, I'm not dangerous, so I can hang out, I think I would have chosen the Templars. And like bringing Morgan along for the ride, you got to see a little bit more about why she hates the mages and the order and the fact that they allow themselves to be controlled in the way that they do. And just really, really fun storytelling here. Dano, what surprised you?
I'm so excited for you guys to get to play Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition. There's so much fun stuff coming for you. How much this game it hits all the right buttons. I'm not gonna lie, I was like super worried about like when this game actually got like onto our playlist. I like waffled, and you guys can like back me up on this. Like I was back and forth about whether or not we should actually play this. And a lot of it was 'cause I was like worried it was gonna be a train wreck. And,
Dano
like,
was terrified that we were gonna hate this game.
And I'm so glad we're playing it. I was like super concerned. I was like, maybe actually last time I played it was 2020. And I was like, maybe it was just like a nostalgia trip from when I first played it, when I first got out of the Navy on the Xbox. And then like the mix of like COVID times, 2020 video gaming. And that's why I loved it so much. But playing through it again now, it's not. It is just a super duper video game. Like
It's
a
super
super
fun.
duper video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Honestly, I'm shocked at how much I'm enjoying it again.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Stormrage, please sell this game to a friend.
Be ready to bug test, but if you pass the test, the game does as well.
Matt.
F5. Don't let the fade put you to sleep. Game is pretty good. F5.
F5 indeed. That's quick save, by the way, in case you didn't know. There are three important
pro tip,
keys.
If you have 4 keys or 4 buttons on your mouse, bind quick save to one of your not left or right click, and it is so much easier to quick save all the time. I'm quick saving all the time, friends. It's wonderful.
I was telling before the podcast started, I'll walk into a room, hit F5, walk across the room, have nothing had happened, and hit F5 again before I go through the door to the next room. I am just like, it's quick saving for it's like never nonstop.
I am quick saving at the beginning and end of every single fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. So much quick saving. For me, your dog loves you most of all, but you can give him bones as a gift, and he will love you even more.
That's just how it works, honestly.
I mean, yeah, the dog is great, though. The dog is great. What are we doing next week there, Stormrage?
Next week, we're going to Redcliffe Village, Redcliffe Castle, side questing at Redcliffe Village, the Mage Tower, the Caravan and Battlefield.
I think it's the Caravan. I believe that is where you will run into one of my favorite characters. And if you don't, so between Redcliffe Village and Redcliffe Castle, just pop out real quick, go to the Caravan, and then pop back in and do Redcliffe Castle. You'll pick up a new friend. So that's the order I would do that. So then I do Redcliffe Castle, go to the Caravan to get your friend. Redcliffe Village, go to the Caravan to get your friend. Redcliffe Castle, and then go to your side questing. That's how I played this week.
Okay.
That is it this week. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks to all our patrons for patronizing us. A special thank you to our producers and best friends forever, Baximus and RidiculousHat. You can find links to our Discord and content information, the pinned comment on our Patreon page over at patreon.com/squelch.
And Dragon Age is a game, and games are supposed to F5 be fun.
Yeah, drink that darkspawn blood, baby.
This is the end of this show. Everybody bye!
I cannot believe how useful that tab button is.
It is
And I
shocking.
cannot believe I did not accidentally come across it at any point.
I forget what button I hit on accident, like I was trying to get to, but like I literally hit it. I'm like, what was that? What was that? And then I clicked it again. I hit it again, and I'm like, it was like I had the exact same reaction you did.
I believe it is introduced like very early in the game. Like there is like in like one of like the right hand pop-ups where it tells you how to play the game when you're going through the origin story quest. I believe it says like press the tab key to like see additional details or something like that. It's all the time it's mentioned.
Now, is there a way to get that up constantly? Can you just accessibility feature that?
I was wondering about that as well. I was going to go and look at it because I was like, that just sounds great. Though it does get a little distracting in fights because every single mob will be highlighted with their name over them. So now that can be helpful in some fights. And in other fights, it can be really annoying.
Oh, I also discovered like this week too, like I was playing very tight into the character like during fights, and it was awful. Yeah, like it's fine to do it like when you're running around and doing that, but like I was like during the final boss fight this week, I was like, let me just mouse wheel out, and I'm like, oh, this is so much better.
Did you go max?
Like, I can actually see what's.
Did you go to max?
Yeah, and it's like literally top down like a D&D table. It's great.
Yeah. Yep. I'll do that to like set everyone up when we first get started.
Yep.
And some of them, if I'm playing a healer on a super tough fight, there will be a fight this week in the village where that's gonna be super helpful.
Yeah, so there.
So,
Tedo, you're cool.
Nice.
Just know about that.
You're cool.
Tab key, life changing.
I'm out.
Are you going through the?
Is there a mod?
There
Check
is
the
a mod.
mods.
Is there? I don't know that
There's a
I'd
mod
use
for
it for a
that.
mod. That seems like it would be if it's an old mod, especially.
Not so much like an always on, but like a sticky tab key where it's like a toggle.
That is exactly
where it's
what
always
this mod
on.
is.
Okay.
You click it and it like turns on, and click it to turn it off again.
Turns the
Yeah.
tab key into a toggle for highlighting usable objects in the game all the time.
I like that. It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
mod.
sounds useful.
I should install some. I have Nexus mods. I still haven't installed any mods.
I might just rebind it to my other mouse key. That might be my solution.
Yeah, that's all. I honestly, because it's like it's WASD and then tabs right there, so it's
Yeah.
I find it pretty easy.
I think you overestimate how far I'm willing to reach my pinky. It's not all the way up to the tab key. That's not happening.
I mean,
It's
F5,
right there.
I mean, you have to. You have to move your whole hand to F5. Maybe
Correct.
they do have it-
Like I'm not.
There are
I'm not
three
doing
keys
any of
that
those.
matter in this game. There are three keys.
Okay,
There's
that's it. That's it.
F5, tab, and spacebar. Those are the three most
I mean-
important keys in the game.
I mean, maybe it's time. Like I start. Like what was it? Steven Sensei posted like a Diablo style keyboard, like where it's just like the hand
the
size
Razer one?
keyboard. Yeah, I might actually just pick one of those up at some point because
My pinky can go from shift to control to caps lock, and that's it. That's what my pinky does.
Just
it
rebind
does no
the
other
tab
things.
to shift. Rebind the tab to shift.
But I'm already going to do it to the mouse. I already figured it out, Dano. I already figured it out. I just want to let you know that I'm not going to... I don't press tab. Tab is not a button that my hand presses.
I rebinded something to caps lock in Diablo 3. What was it? I think it was the don't move, because like in Diablo 3 like, I rebound that to the caps lock key, and let me tell you how like often I was like typing in all caps because like you would just click it and hold it so you wouldn't move, and then because the caps lock is the easiest one to get to with the pinky there. Yeah. Should we head over to After Dork and talk about our game rubric and our new ranking?
Yeah.
I'm excited about talking about it. All right, cool. All right, hey everyone, thanks for listening. Sorry this podcast is late this week, but got it out about Wednesday. So thank you so much for understanding. It's kind of crazy week, so appreciate everybody. And patrons, we'll talk to you in a minute here.
I love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.